All right, here's the moment you've all been waiting for, the Dragon Warrior Randomizer race. I'm going to throw it over to High Spirits and Demarine, who will be doing commentary.
I am Demarine, and I am joined on commentary this afternoon by High Spirits.
Hey, thank you, Demarine. Yes, this is the first randomizer in RPG Limit Break history, besides the practice room, of course.
That doesn't count.
We've had a few of those. But today we have Sylverfyre and a Sparkover that are going to be racing a seed that, well, we know nothing about and might be a little trolly, it might be entertaining. It might be easy. Who knows?
I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with this. In particular, we're going to see our runners take on the world of Alfgard, trying to find the 3 parts they need for the rainbow drop to go down and kill the Dragon Lord. So we should hopefully see 2 Dragon Lord kills today.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we will. And I guess we are... I think they're waiting for us, so we should let them race.
I mean, the race is the thing, so we should probably let them go.
So we are going to pass it up to the front and let them enter, and we will sit back here and entertain you. So enjoy the race. Nice little fancy tracker I see we have here. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, 1,
go!
I think they heard that one.
I hope they did.
So what is this we have here?
Well, we have the opening throne room where our runners are going to be getting a little bit of information and a key to get out of the throne room.
And it looks like they got a cursed belt. Is that an omen for this run?
I mean, that means there are 3 potential searchable spots in the world in the vanilla game that have all been translated over to this. There's a search spot in Cole, there is a search spot in the ruined town of Hawksnest, and there's a search spot out loose in the world someplace at some coordinates. And that means that 2 of those search spots we now know are populated, not just 1. So.
Oh yeah, because if you can find 2 cursed belts in chests, then you know that you don't have to worry about finding 1 of 2 items hiding in a random chest somewhere. You'll know where they're going to be.
Right, and of course, Sparkover is our first person who has decided to go directly towards the cave that they saw due to the south. It's the cave lovingly known as the Freebie Cave. It has 1 free chest that requires absolutely no work to get, and they got value out of it. They got another handful of gold here. So our runners are dying. Is this normal?
This is normal. So the one problem is just picked up all of that gold she did, and shame she just lost it all, or half of it, I should say, because Dragon Warrior, especially the NES era ones, has this little quirk where they don't. The only way they penalize you for death is to take half of your money.
Yep. The important thing is that you keep your experience, which will matter an awful lot because we'll talk a lot about that throughout the run. As our runners do need to find the levels they need to get through this game alive, as well as fuel their exploration. Because the further afield you go, the worse things get.
Oh yeah, Sylverfyre appears to have found a cave, and it is in the dark, and it's either one of 2 caves. It's going to be either the mountain cave or Erdrick's grave. We can't really tell based on the directions that were moved, but one of those is a freebie cave with a chest and no enemies. The other has lots of chests and lots of enemies.
And the problem is that both of them are very windy and difficult to navigate. In the dark, you'll notice that there is literally 1 square. You cannot see anything around you, so you need torches or the radiant spell, which neither of our runners have because neither of them have killed anything yet.
Ooh, the big, bad, fun police. The Red Dragon, the worst enemy in the game.
That is really unfortunate, but it's information that you know that cave is a lot less safe than you want. They're hard to run from, and they are hungry for adventurers.
Yes, and that cave that Sylverfyre found was the Swamp Cave South. So that other end of that swamp cave will lead to another cave, or perhaps to the back of another town, like the Tentagle Castle or Garingham.
Yep. Back of Garingham would be fantastic. That would give them access to, shopping, which is very important.
Yep.
We're going to need weapons and armor at some point. We don't have those yet, so...
Yeah, there's 3 chests in the back of Garingham, but if you go to Tentagle, you get access to keys if you have gold.
Yeah, but you do need 1 key. You do need a key to start that up if it's not the back of the castle.
Yeah.
So there's that. looks like our runners are looking for some encounters that they can take on. I know it looked like Sylverfyre had a red slime earlier. Sparkover's found their first red slime, so they're going to put 2 experience points on the board in just a moment. And it's only 5 for level 1, so,
Or level 2.
Excuse me, for the next level, yes.
It's not too hard to get to level 1. I think they've mastered that one.
And Sylverfyre, in their journeying southeast, has found the first town of the run, and it is Cole. This is an excellent find, certainly, because the search spot could net us something very powerful here. Or,
well, sometimes you gotta,
gotta talk to it first.
Ooh, the useless fairy flutes.
Oh, it's not useless.
It's mostly useless.
It's almost useless. I mean, we don't know. We might need to fight golems this seed.
So there's one of 3 potential items that could have been in there. The fairy flute, or the 2 actual required items to beat the game, Erdrick's token and Erdrick's armor.
Yep, Erdrick's armor is one of the most broken armors in the game. It gives the most defense, and it reduces the damage from spells and Dragonlord Breath.
You recover health when you walk, and you lower hurt damage. It's the most overpowered piece of armor ever created in a video game.
Yeah, no, like when they wanted to create powerful armor, this is the grandfather of all the most powerful armor in video game existence.
Oh, yeah. So I guess one thing we could talk about real quick is this map. Anyone who played Dragon Warrior 1 might wonder, where are they on this map? Why does it look so odd?
So one of the things that has been put into this game and was handled by McGrew was that the map is completely procedurally generated. So everything is randomized, every single tile on the map, every location still exists, so every cave in the original game, every town in the original game, and even Charlotte Castle's out there, so you can't, he could have relocated to another continent, it would have been much smarter, but he's out there someplace. So the idea is that with everything randomized, what our runners are doing is we're trying to balance mapping, right? Figuring out where things are.
Yeah.
With getting experience. Sparkover is in getting experience mode here, and it has picked up level 2 off of those red slimes, but does not have enough strength to realistically deal with these magicians too quickly.
Oh yeah, but enough to kill him, which is important, because that magician is going to double her experience and leave her just shy of the next level at 17 experience.
Yep. So at this point in time, even though we're only about 6 minutes in, Sylverfyre has a slight lead in the exploration game, but Sparkover, of course, is now just pushing out to level 3 here really quickly, and you get to see those stat gains every time. 5 strength, 2 hit points, 1 magic point, and not much terribly else there. No agility on top of it. So.
And a 0. We have someone in the community that loves zeros, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We have our good friend Empty Eye, who is notorious. Loves multiple zeros more than single zeros as well.
You mean he loves it?
I don't have the energy for that right now.
So yeah, we noticed Sylverfyre decided to explore a little bit, found a couple of caves, the town, bought some simple equipment, a dragon scale, which raises your defense by 2 points, chainmail, and a club. Lower level gear, but anything at this level is really helpful because that gear alone was just enough to allow Sylverfyre to kill this magician and to get to 2nd level for them.
Yep. Both of our runners are pretty low on hit points there, but the 11 agility was the big thing here at level 2, and they get Repel. What does Repel do? And they're not going to use that right now,
Not very much in the randomizer. I mean, it's helpful. 28 agility for Sparkover. But Repel, if your strength is higher than the enemy's, you will repel the random encounter from happening. So it's a good way, as you get to higher level, to be able to walk and explore the map without having to worry about those pesky slimes bothering you. So you can focus more on the enemies that you want to kill for good experience, because we're gonna need some more than 8 experience at a time when we get to the higher levels.
But slimes are so cute.
Yeah, but metal slimes at least are rich.
Yeah.
In nutrients and iron and experience.
As both of our runners are picking on these magicians and scorpions now that they have the damage output to handle it here. This will quickly probably catapult us up. I'm certain to see at least one of them. It looks like Sparkover is definitely committed to getting to level 5 here. We're not sure when Sylverfyre is going to strike out onto the road again, but at least with the armor and the weapon, they will have a little bit more staying power out here.
Oh yeah, and reaching level 4 too. You notice that Sylverfyre has been catching up. It's because of that equipment. And that equipment has really helped. But did you notice something else that's a little different? Is their level ups are not quite the same.
Yeah, the numbers are a little bit different. You'll notice they also have slightly different names. Sparkover went with the lowercase d, while Sylverfyre went with the lowercase f. And this is one of the great debates within the Dragon Warrior community. which stat build is better. All stat builds that runners use fall into one of two categories. It's either strength and HP, or strength and agility, and then there are two others which are...
No one cares about.
Yeah, which I forget what they are because I'm allowed to forget
Basically,
what they are.
every possible combination of strength, agility, MP, and HP.
Yeah, but we really don't care. The big one is everybody wants strength because you need strength to kill the Dragon Lord because the Dragon Lord can only be punched. And of course we want either agility, which helps us with running away unless your name is High Spirits, or you want HP, which gives you the ability to actually fight the Dragon Lord because you need a dead minimum of 96 to do it safely.
To be fair, even with 96 agility, I'm not running from anything.
I mean, I'm more 96 hit points than 96 agility,
Oh, okay.
but I don't think you've seen 96 agility a day in your life.
I have. It hasn't worked. But we notice a very important event in the randomizer for Sparkover. The town of Rimildar.
Good old Key Town. She took a little walk around the side there first and foremost, decided to talk to an old man in a building back there, and spent all of her money on keys, which will open doors, which means now she has access to the Tentacle Armory. There's a cave in the back of Tentacle that she also has access to, among other doors that are out there in the game. She ended up cracking open 2 for the one loose chest in Rimildar and got, well, 1 medical herb out of it.
Oh, yeah. Gotta start with herbs somewhere. But, you know, Rimildar has another story, too.
Does it
It's
now?
a very sad story about 2 lovers that will never be able to meet because one is lost in the northeast corner and the other apparently can't get out of the southwest corner. Maybe one of these days we could reunite the lovers. Or we can open chests.
I'm into opening chests, honestly. Sparkover finds a very important item here. Actually finds 2 very important items. She finds the second cursed belt, but she also finds the silver heart.
And gold, which could be very important because Sparkover did find the best shield in the game when she was in Rimildar, and gold in the Tentacle treasury means one of the only glitches really in the game could be a possibility where she can become rich pretty fast.
Yeah, infinite gold is a thing in Dragon Warrior. It's something that also comes up in the speedrun, interestingly enough, in the no manipulation speedrun, where you open up a chest to make enough money to buy a silver shield. It just happens to be that one of the things that Mergru did that speeds things up is that the chests don't have minimal
9 gold in it anymore?
Like 12 gold or 13 gold. No, we're talking about 500, 600 at a time.
There's nothing wrong with opening a chest with 9 gold in it until you get 5,500 gold, okay?
Ain't no one got time for that.
That is quality entertainment and hard work right there.
All right, so of course Sparkover did decide to just find she found the Rainbow Drop cave. That gentleman is known by a different name in the community, though.
He's a jerk.
Is he really now?
Yeah, because if you go in there without the 3 required items to beat the game, or to get to the final dungeon, which is the Staff of Rain, the Stones of Sunlight, and Erdrick's Token, well, he boots you out very, very harshly.
Yeah, you do get summarily dismissed, and he does not really take any excuses here. So Sylverfyre has explored out. This was the
Mountain Cave.
Has not found anything of real interest there at this point in time, so just gonna keep on wandering around.
They did run from a red dragon, though,
They
which
did
is
get-
very impressive. Although they do have really good agility for their level, enough that probably it was a 25 or less % chance of running from that.
Yeah. And one of the big things, it looks like that things have flipped a little bit in this race. Sparkover, with access to Rimildar being probably the most important town to find in the game, has kind of taken the edge back in the exploration game. But Sylverfyre has cracked a bunch of chests in the Mountain Cave, is about 60 experience points ahead now. So both of these runners are excellent runners. They've both been top 10 in the SRL rankings at points. They're both great runners, and Sylverfyre is going to be a very happy camper there because they cracked open that back chest and they found a key in the chest.
Yes, and they can take that key to buy more keys.
Yep.
To get a bunch of disappointing. Well, they did get a silver harp. I mean,
That's not disappointing. That's
silver harp is required to get the Staff of Rain, so it's not that disappointing.
Yeah, and found another curse belt, which is information that we know that all 3 search bots have items in them at this point.
Which means there is something randomized on the world map. Yes, in the vanilla game, Erdrick's Token is in a very specific spot in a swamp way, way in the corner of the map, or, well, more like the center of the map. But basically, you have to go to the corner to get there.
Yep.
But in Randomizer, that spot is random.
Yeah, it could be literally anywhere, which usually leads our runners to have to go into Swamp Cave to go and rescue a princess and get that fine technology of the modern age, the GPS.
Oh, yeah, the Gwenoline positioning satellite, or system. It depends. There's various words for the S.
And she will tell you where she is at all times because you love her because you're a hero.
Yes, but thou must love her.
But thou must.
I heard she's really happy when you save her.
Incredibly so, in fact.
But yeah, she has the, she is what you use in the vanilla game to find the coordinates, or to help you find where Erdrick's token is. In this game, she does the same thing, assuming that the coordinates, which we got to go find first, she will tell you where you are in relation to the castle, and help you out with that.
Absolutely. So Sylverfyre has opened up all 5 chests in the mountain cave, but is walking back and forth right now. Wonder what they're trying to do.
Probably gain experience, because Sylverfyre hasn't been in the treasury yet and doesn't know about the gold grind. But Sparkover did find the mountain cave and is opening up the chests. I am pretty sure that Sparkover is probably going to die while in here. I know that's grim, and it's a bad thing to ever wish the runners dying, but I have a feeling that she will die while she is in here.
All right, it looks like Sylverfyre has found a Demon Knight and is going to adjust their dragon scale a couple of times. It looks like Sylverfyre was also trying to die and has done so successfully.
I think Sylverfyre is risking a gold chest and is going to pay off for it.
Yeah, I think there were double gold. It might have been 2 gold chests down there, so if they open these in the right order, they may just get the gold grind for free.
Well, if you open 5 chests, any chest will work. I guess we should let them see what's going to happen, and then maybe talk about this this gold grind a little bit. But yeah, you'll notice Sylverfyre is going to go open up, use the 1 key to buy many more overpriced keys for 85 gold. Not the most expensive in the game, but it's still, I think you're getting ripped off.
I mean, keys at any price are going to be fantastic, honestly, so I don't think you're getting ripped off here. You lost half your gold leaving anyway, so you might as well just give the rest to a shopkeeper.
But why do we have to keep giving the shopkeeper all my hard-earned money?
Capitalism.
I mean, watch how hard... This is where we need Shadowrun to help us out. So what? Oh, did you just see that? The chest didn't disappear. What happened?
It's still there.
Was it a death pole did we get?
We got a small shield. We didn't actually get a small shield.
Bamboo pole.
Yes, we didn't. These are not things that we've actually gotten here, but...
Okay, I guess we should explain what's actually going on right now. This is really the only glitch that has been found in the game. We call it the infinite chest glitch. And the best way to explain how it happens is the game has this array, this stack. Think of this stack, and it holds 8 items in this stack. Only 8. And what they are chests. So every time you open a chest, the game says, okay, put the coordinates for this chest into this stack, and then remove it from the game. And it does that until you go to outside. Once you go outside of any dungeon, castle, anything, it resets the stack back to 0. But if you never go outside by, like, dying, it doesn't clear it. So what happened here is they went into the mountain cave and opened 5 chests.
Yeah, but that's not 8, that's 5.
It's close enough. I mean...
Are you sure? That's like 3 away. That's a lot.
One sec, counting on my fingers.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay, she has a point. So I guess we got to get those 3 chests from somewhere. Where do you think we can get those 3 chests from?
Well, interestingly enough, when you die, you end up back in the throne room. But there's no chests in the throne room. Why not?
Well, because this game has actually somewhat of a smart program there, where every time you once you leave the throne room at the beginning of the game, every time you enter the throne room, it puts the 3 chests right into the stack, so you can never open them again.
Right, so then we have 5,
6,
7.
I only have 5 fingers on this hand.
Let me loan you some.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
There's 8.
All right, so we've got 8. So that means when we open the 9th chest...
And it doesn't go into the stack, so the game never tells it to remove it from the game, so voila, we're rich.
Right, we're now rich beyond the dreams of avarice. We have 18,000 gold pieces.
And with it, Silverfyre goes and buys the buys the full plate because Silver didn't know there was a gold chest and didn't know what equipment was available, so wanted to buy something that's really good armor. It's like the third best armor in the game, but left enough money in case that elusive, very overpriced silver shield comes around.
I mean, 20 defense at any cost, right? It would be kind of what we're looking at, but we do know Rimmildar is right there.
Well, Silverfyre knows it's there too.
I mean, now they know it's there. They didn't know it was before.
So it's very interesting that one knew where Rimmildar was, but one knew where Cole was.
Yep, and now Silverfyre knows where both are and is about to get rewarded with
the silver shield.
Thin coat of silver, really heavy block of titanium.
It still feels like a paperweight to me.
I mean,
anytime you get hit, it still feels like it's just bending in half. Ooh, we got some new spells. Radiant! Wow, the spell list is magnificent right now.
Magnificent is probably not the word that I would use for it. Sparkover, though, taking a marginal lead in the experience race here, but she is hauling tail across the continent because she knows where her silver shield is, and she wants it pretty badly, I think.
Yeah, so how does it feel, though? You do that gold grind to blindly open chests because you find that key, and then the first town you find is Rimmildar.
You feel like a winner, I think.
Or you feel really, really empty and sad inside. That you could have just got the keys here if you would have just went this direction.
I mean, the gold grind is done either way, right?
Yeah, but now that Silverfyre knows, it's like, dang, I could have got more money. I could have magic armor right now.
This is very true.
And it's the same with Sparkover. Sparkover doesn't know where Cole is, so she can't afford to buy magic armor either.
I mean, she did upgrade to a hand axe at least.
Hey, a hand axe is better than a club, okay?
I mean, Sparkover was telling a story about how she has finished a run of this game with a hand axe. That's right, gone down and killed the Dragon Lord because the stat gains were so much that she had enough strength to do the finish.
Gotta fear the axe. But yeah, so the defense they now have are really good. The Silver Shield is the best in the game. It adds 20 defense. What you're looking for is you want to get to the mid-80s at the least is what your goal is, because 86 defense is what we consider like the best break point for the final boss fight, in which he can never do more than 48 damage to you in any way.
Yeah.
If you go lower than that, well, then you got to start doing more math, more fuzzy math.
Yeah, things get a little bit risky. I mean, the Dragon Lord does not have, Dragon Lord is more likely to use breath than melee attacks, but, if you suddenly are sitting at 51 and going, yeah, I'm feeling pretty safe, and then you take a melee attack for 52, you've blown your run.
Wow, a gold man. Aren't those things amazing?
I mean, they see some use in I believe in the Famicom speedrun, but otherwise they're worth a meager 6 experience points. I don't think we really care about them terribly much.
They are rich, though. I mean, they are made of gold.
Yeah, they are worth 255 gold pieces because that's the largest number that we can get out of this thing in terms of gold or experience. But we have infinite money.
Yeah, I mean,
well, we don't have infinite
I'd rather open an imaginary chest than fight a gold man.
Yeah, we don't have infinite money anymore. We spent it all.
Speaking of infinite money, you mind if I chime in with a few donations?
Go right ahead.
All right, we have $200 from Tilo. Excited to see Dragon Warrior Randomizer. It's such a big event. Good luck, Sparkover and Silverfyre. $100 to Sparko's Choice and $100 to Sil's Choice. Thank you so much. We also have $100 from Beta Strep to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer runners. Good luck. Have bears.
Bears.
We also have another $100 from Tramp Royale. My thanks to everyone involved in person or afar and watching from home. Here's $100 for the choosing to whoever presses B at the Dragon Lord. And another $100 from Tails Fox 88 with no comment. Thank you all so much.
Yes, thank you very much for the generosity. So right now they're in the heavy exploration phase. Where they're just trying to get experience for things they can kill, and they're trying to find the towns that they need. What they're looking for, there's the freebie cave, I like to call it, where Erdrick's Grave, where you just go to the bottom and get usually disappointed by one chest at the bottom.
It's never been Erdrick's Sword before. That's never happened. So
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah, I actually saw it once in practice this week. So it does occasionally happen that you need this treasure chest. Today, not so much.
Just some Red Bull.
It does let
It gives you wings.
It does let you return to Untitled Castle. So does dying, though.
Yeah, that's usually fast. Oh, what did Sparkover find there? That looks like a nice vacation spot on an island.
Yeah, weird moat with some swamp around it, some water. Beachfront property?
Hey, it has a giant castle wall. No one is going to disturb you while you're there.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to get in there because there's absolutely no way in or out of Castle Sharlock, we promise. We're not going there later.
Yes, that is Sharlock, the home of the Dragon Lord, the final boss and of the game, and usually filled with red dragons and armor knights and jerks.
Basically, yeah. The original RPG Jerkbird is in this game as well and usually shows up in there to ruin your afternoon as well. But yeah, we will be using the Rainbow Drop at that one little segment there because when we randomized, when Sharlock Castle got randomized in, right, in the original game, it was just on an island.
Yeah.
Which, of course, doesn't really work for a randomizer, so the group put up a wall.
Yeah,
and
it put it on an island.
And put it on an island. Very small island, though.
At least there's swamp there. I mean, do you really think a Dragon Lord would want to be on beachfront property?
You never know.
I mean, if he rules the world, yeah, I probably would want to live on a beach. So we got another level here and another spell. Maybe. Okay, so let's talk about this. Sorry, I was trying to get excited there for a second. It didn't work.
It just failed miserably. I mean, Stop Spell is at least the best spell we've seen so far.
Yeah. So Stop Spell makes it so enemies can't cast spells, but that's assuming it's through their resistances.
Yep. I mean, speaking of Stop Spell, we just found out that the Druin Lords have hurt more.
That hurts.
It hurts more
than Stop Spell for sure.
I mean, the big thing is Stop Spell could stop that from happening, however, because it does cancel out those spells, but you'll notice that Sylverfyre took 35 damage that they were not expecting and got sent home pretty swiftly, and they're going to go and buy some more overpriced keys because never run out of keys. That is a very embarrassing way to get locked out of some place that you need to go.
Never happened to me before.
Same, though.
Swear.
In 2 randomizers now.
I don't think it's happened to me twice, so you got me there. Oh, we found a town from Sparkover, and it's Garingham.
All right, well, Garingham's a good find here. It's a town that has 2 very important things in it. One, it's got a locked door that leads us to 3 chests, and behind those 3 chests is a set of stairs that in the vanilla game goes to the grave of Garin, one of the great heroes of this world from way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at this point, though, it could be anything.
So there's also another little thing about this. You see that poor, lonely old man out there in the forest, just strolling out there by himself?
Yeah, he's got his walking stick. He's kind of chilling right now.
Yeah, actually in the vanilla game, he's inside the shop, usually blocking the entrance to it every time you try to get in, or out. So one of the luxuries of this randomizer is McGrew, the creator of this, decided we should get rid of some of these really irritating old men that just keep blocking everything. And not to mention the shop counters, which are very, very interesting in Dragon Warrior. And, you know, just make things a little easier to get around.
Do you think you could clean up the one person in coal that blocks up the item shop? Because I occasionally like to use that one.
No one goes there, though.
Not very good
That's
at
like
this.
Breckenary. You just don't go there.
It has an inn for 6 gold, though.
That's about the only thing useful there.
I'm extremely cheap.
Hey, we found something that's not very randomized.
Yeah, we did actually find Garen's grave behind Garingham. On the right screen, of course, Sylverfyre did find the town of Cantlin. So they're going to take an awful lot of damage from these 15 damage barrier tiles to get a little bit of very important information.
I thought that's just broken glass. Why do you think the old poor man can't get out? He's trapped with all the glass everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Sylverfyre's about to chew up all of the herbs, but they're going to get some good information. Of course, on the left, Sparkover's in Garen's grave, another 5-chest location.
Oh. So, the old man there tells you where the world map item is. Sometimes you see 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Other times you see 7 and 1.
I'm sure Sylverfyre scribbled that down really quickly, went, no princess, yay, and has now died to go back and find that search spot immediately.
Sadly, there's going to be one very sad person today. Someone that's not going to be very happy.
Who's that?
The poor princess who's going to stay behind whatever big bad baddie is hiding in the swamp cave because she's not going to be needed.
All right, Sylverfyre is very expertly counted to 8. Found the Erdrick's token. Is going to discard literally anything else because you need the token to finish the game.
Yeah. So that's 2 of those search spot items. We got the Fairy Flute, which is only good if you're going to fight a golem, which you're not going to fight a golem in most cases. And then Erdrick's Token, which is one of the 3 items we need, but where is this other item, this fancy set of armor that we need?
So we're looking for the town of Hawksnest that was destroyed in a cataclysm full of enemies many months ago, probably.
It wasn't that long ago, at least within the last 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly within recorded history at this point, but there's a search spot there that's guarded by an enemy. We don't know what that enemy is, though.
Probably a red dragon.
Usually a red dragon, especially when you don't want it to be a red dragon because you have 47 maximum hit points.
Oh, yeah. So this is a very interesting scene in which their health totals are really bad and their MP is really good. They're almost to the point of where they want their MP at towards the end game. And, the shrine.
Yeah, Sylverfyre is the first runner to cross through the Swamp Cave to the other side. You can also use Outside, interestingly enough, from Swamp Cave South to pop out at Swamp Cave North, but we don't have that luxury because the magic has been really terrible. But they have found the Staff of Rain Cave, so you trade in your Silver Harp, which...
Hey, he likes music.
I mean, yeah, but they now have 2 parts of the Rainbow Drop right now.
Don't you think it's kind of sad, though, is you got this old man by himself who loves music, and you give him a beautiful performance, and in exchange he gives you his walking stick and walks off. I think he was holding you for a fool.
I'm pretty sure that he was a huckster. That's how that ends up working out, right?
And I see a town up there, but we're running out of good towns. There's only 1 of 2 towns left. Either going to be very excited or very depressed.
Disappointed. Turns tail and walks away.
Yes, that is the sentiment of Breckenary.
Right, it's got an inn. We didn't
Cheap
need
inn.
it. Very cheap inn at that. But we didn't need it, so they just walked away.
And if for some reason you equip a cursed item, that's when you go to that town. But there's one problem. So there is one little thing about this randomizer. So if you equip a cursed belt or the death necklace and get yourself cursed, you are not allowed to enter the castle anymore. They just kick you out. And Breckenary is the only place you can go to get uncursed. And Hawk's Nest.
No, Sparkover found it, but they're not terribly interested right now at level 8 with a very meager hit point count, a ton of mana, and nothing to use it on. But that is the last piece of, well, at least not quite the last piece of the puzzle, but it is a big piece of the puzzle. We do still need to find the Stones of Sunlight out there in the world someplace.
Yeah, it's looking like the Stones of Sunlight is going to be in the bottom of Garingham's grave, as that is really the only option left. So it's someone's going to have to do, or they're going to have to do the dive.
Yeah, Sparkover was summarily dismissed from the grave earlier, so they're out here going elsewhere.
Yep, running through a swamp. So there is one mode that we do have with this randomizer. We lovingly call it Big Swamp Mode, in which 75% of the world map is swamp tiles.
That sounds awful.
Especially when the castle starts in the middle of one of those swamps.
And you start with 8 hit points?
Yeah, those happen.
Yeah, that could happen. There are a couple of different modes in this randomizer that are a little bit more, for lack of a better word, randomized. But there is the mode that was played in the most recent league a fair bit, which is Chaos Mode. Chaos Mode shuffles up the stats and information on all of the enemies, so that you don't know that red dragon actually has 4 hit points, or a red slime could be,
Drackies are always horrible.
Yeah, basically they all breathe fire. It's really funny. I don't think that's actually randomized, but, that's just a thing that happens in Chaos
No, it just
Mode.
happens every time with the Drackie.
Yeah.
For some reason, the Drackie just loves being overpowered.
Basically.
It's a cute, adorable little bat.
Yep.
Has 5 health, just crushes your soul.
So we do have something important going on right now, which is that Sparkover's found that green dragons have stop spell. Why does that matter?
Well, the good thing is Stop Spell is mostly useless in this game.
Yep.
Especially since they have no healing spells right now. But what that means is one of its 2 potential abilities is useless for an enemy that gives a lot of experience.
Yeah, green dragons are pretty solid experience once they have enough physical power to melee through that thick, scaly hide.
Or hurt more and just, watch it melt. But
Yeah.
don't get Stop Spelled.
Yeah, and they're without Erdrick's armor. Also, Erdrick's armor is so powerful that it does not let your magic get stopped ever.
Yeah, there's another overpowered thing. Hurt more!
Oh, all right, and
It's
now
time to go get revenge on that green dragon.
and literally everything else that we've seen in this seed.
So Hurt More is the last spell in the game. It is the most powerful. It does between 58 and 65 damage, assuming that the monster doesn't resist it. You see, every monster in this game has resistances to sleep, stop, and hurt more. They're out of 16. They could be anywhere from 0 out of 16 to 15 out of 16. Nothing is ever perfectly immune to something. In the case of the monsters, they're always going to be what their vanilla stats are for sleep and for hurt more. But stop spell has been randomized a little bit.
Yeah, so enemies do have a slightly randomized resistance to stop spell here as Sparkover unloads on this Star Wyvern, the original jerk bird of the world, but does not do quite enough damage with the hurt more and the melee attack. So rather than die, spend some of that extra mana to fire off a second hurt more. Does not get resisted, thankfully.
Well, they have a very low resistance, so you usually have a good chance of hitting them.
Yeah, it's 1 out of 16 on them, so it's not so bad. But Star Wyverns are, of course, known as the original RPG jerk bird because they also, in the vanilla game, they have heal more.
Yeah. We run from those a lot in speedruns.
Yeah, you don't want to fight them. That's a waste of time.
So one thing we should talk about is why that there was a possibility of that bird dying.
So enemies in this game don't always have the same amount of health. There's a maximum health cap on enemies. For example, I believe red dragons are 105 health, if I remember correctly. We'll use that as an example.
Yes.
It's a big number. But enemies can spawn as low as 75% of that base hit point number, which means that sometimes you can run into a red dragon with 77 hit points. Sometimes they've got 82.
Yes.
Sometimes they've got 105 because the game hates you. But the idea is that so hurt more becomes consistent on some enemies because Star Wyverns sometimes are under that 62 hit point threshold.
Yes.
Which means that sometimes you can just out and out kill them by firing it off or by firing it off and swinging once.
Not when you did 6 damage because you've got no strength and an axe.
Yeah, so, I mean, Sparkover did 68 total damage at that point and probably expected the Star Wyvern to die, but their hit point total is in the low 70s.
Yeah. I think 72 is the max for a Star Wyvern, if I had to remember.
70, yeah, it's right there.
But yeah, so it was just an unlucky jerk bird. That was a real jerk.
Yeah, and they're only worth 105 experience, and
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but we'll hope to find one particular enemy in the seed, maybe.
She has 1,100 experience. I think 100 is pretty good.
Yeah, true. I mean, she is leading the way in experience by a decent amount. Yeah, I mean, as she starts burning literally everything in her path.
Oh yeah. So we're right here on the the experience. So the big question though is here comes the disappointment and. Oh, she went to the inn.
I mean, she does have a spell that actually uses MP.
Yeah,
so
she does need to restore her MP.
And she doesn't know what's on this continent. She doesn't know that it's literally Brecconary.
You wouldn't believe how many times an island is just Brecconary. There's actually a thought. I don't know if this has been proven yet, but there is a thought in the community that if you go across the bridge, across the swamp cave, and you find Brecconary, you can U-turn out of there because there's nothing else on that island.
That's mostly superstition, I assume, but you never know.
In this case, it's a Sparkover island, basically.
Basically.
That's one thing we haven't seen yet. Speaking of community is, we haven't really seen a true Sparkover bridge.
Yep, occasionally in the randomization you see a bridge that leads to precisely one tile.
With nothing on it.
And, and tradition says that even if you've already found the search spot, you go and search it. But, we're in a race right now, so it's likely that our runners aren't going to do that.
But yeah, so we called it a Sparkover bridge because back a couple of years ago, Sparkover used to get really excited about seeing that little island. So much that we just had to name it after her.
She still gets really excited by that.
Oh, so Sparkover is doing something interesting, going into the swamp cave, but not to the other exits.
She doesn't know where the search spot's located. She hasn't been to Cantlin yet, but she is checking the enemy tile here in front of the princess. Finds a golem and decides, that's not what I wanted. So I'm gonna book it the other way.
So Gollum has had a little bit of a change compared to the vanilla. In the vanilla, you have to fight Gollum in order to get to the town of Cantlin, and he gives you about 6 experience. But we decided that Gollum has a lot of health and hits really hard. So we gave him max experience of 255 if you can kill him.
And with the strength that we have, our runners with their noodly arms,
It is a merchant. We're looking at Taloon the merchant right now.
I mean, you know how many iron aprons he lifts in the speedrun?
Yeah, but he's not rich yet, so he hasn't built up the arms.
Yeah, good point. And the other side is a black mage, and they're not known for lifting.
I know. Look at the noodle arms that we have on our characters. By the way, thank you very much for donating, as you donated for Taloon and the Final Fantasy I Black Mage,
who has finally learned the spell of Hurt more. Wrong
Nuke.
randomizer. So close.
So close, yeah. So, by the way, I just noticed that we have 45 strength and 83 agility. So to put that in context, usually what we're looking for is anywhere above 85 strength to fight the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, because we can get into the math of it later, and we'll talk about it a little bit, because at some point we are going to kill the Dragon Lord on this stream, I promise. But we'll get into the math of it later, but the Dragon Lord won't take any damage until you have 102
Attack power.
attack power. And then at that point, the Dragon Lord will take 1 damage.
So usually you get 40 attack power from the best sword in the game, which we have not seen yet, by the way.
Yep.
And then you need the extra strength at 1 point per attack power. So usually the minimum goal we look for is 85 strength, but that's not always enough because you need to have enough heals and enough defense. And there is a little randomization in how much health the Dragon Lord really has.
Yeah, Dragon Lord caps out at 165, but can roll as low as 150. So it's not a set number, and so that could, throw a wrench into the calculus a little bit once we get to that point. So now with Sylverfyre with Hurt More and loading up on some inventory, and we've got Sparkover doing some exploration, now would probably be a good time for some donations, I think.
Oh yeah, let's go help get some money bags here for these noodle arms here with RPG Chick.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. So, we've got an anonymous $100 donation. In a randomized slime-covered land, 2 Valkyries are making their stand. When on a leveling grind, an encounter they find, and the game simply asks them, command?
Command. That is a joke inside the community.
Donation goes to Sparko and Sylverfyre's Choice. Thank you so much. We also have $10 from Zindaris, which also says command. An anonymous $15 donation, Bella Initiative, bravo. A $20 donation from Moonblaze Wolf. Have you randomized your favorite childhood RPG today? Good luck to Syl and Sparkover. We also have one more $10 donation from Kamiwasa that simply says, whoa.
Whoa. So RPG Chick said something very interesting, and I think you should elaborate about this. Who are the Valkyries?
So the RPG Valkyries, there are a dozen of us now. We are a team of female and femme-leaning non-binary RPG speedrunners. We are a team that run RPGs and randomizers of all sorts. Another Valkyrie does have a run in this marathon as well later on. Pasama's running Quest RPG Brian's story, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What?
Wait, oh, that's the good version of the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, there's no good version of the game.
Okay, the completed version of the game.
The actual version of the game, I guess. But yes, but we're all here supporting Nami, and we're all out here. There are 8 of us out here this weekend, so stop by and say hi to all of us. We'd love to meet you.
Oh yeah, you'll notice the 2 rudders and a couch over there. You don't hear our voices on the couch, but you see a few lovely ladies over there. I think they might be part of the Valkyries too.
Yeah, so we've got on the couch there. We've got Scala Kitty, Natara, and Keishura hanging out on the couch this afternoon supporting the team, which is really fantastic. So, we're all here. Sylverfyre is trying to get lucky on this blue dragon.
Which is possible. Blue dragon can die to hurt more. The problem is it has a 40% chance of hitting. In other words, you're not going to kill it with 48 health.
Yeah, so it's going to be, it's attempt, run, pop herb, go back in, and because they know what's here.
Oh yeah, they know that the fancy tunic is here.
And it looks like they're gonna have to cast another Hurt More here.
Yes, you have to use 2 because blue dragons... I just noticed something, by the way.
What's that?
I think we hit a nice total on the donations.
Yes. With great thanks to the randomizer communities and, of course, everybody's support out there. Thank you for getting us to $50,000 today.
Yes, thank you very much. But unfortunately, the blue dragon won.
Yeah, the second Hurt More did not go through, so Sylverfyre, not so lucky. Nami, very lucky.
Nami, very lucky.
Hey, Nami is the one that has to win this week, right?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Nami, by the way, so when you do a randomizer, you have seed numbers, to which allows you to tell what you've actually randomized. And we decided to use a very special seed number for this one. You could think of it as a code. It's 141139. What is that code? Well, that code spells Nami. That is the seed number that we are using for this.
And turned out to be a very interesting seed so far in regards to the map and exploration and not giving our runners any strength at all to speak of.
Yeah, they might have to grind a little. There's going to be a level coming up here soon where our eyes are going to boggle at the strength gains because it's going to even out. It's just a matter of when.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah. could be here for a while.
I hope we're not here for that long. I mean, you mean we've got an estimate to make.
We got an hour. What's 50 minutes worth of grinding? This is Dragon Warrior. We do that for 5 hours in a speed run. We literally have 3 squares of land outside of Rimmeldar in the speed run that we don't leave for 2 hours.
Why do people speedrun this game again?
Rimmeldar is lakefront property. It looks really nice.
It is pretty, I have to admit. All right, so we've got Sylverfyre, who knows where the armor is and needs some levels, and we've got Sparkover, who has a sense that Garen's Grave might be where we're going for Erdrick's sword potentially, or at least having opened all the chests other than the ones in.
Oh, there's the stones.
That we also knew was going to be here. So they do have the stones. They're hoping for Erdrick's sword.
So that leaves us with 2 plus 8 chests. Wait, 7 chests.
Yep.
Left in the game for where the sword can be. 2 are in this dungeon, but where's the other 7?
So there are 6 that the Dragon Lord keeps near and dear to his heart there in the Charlock Treasury in the very bottom floor of Charlock, right before you find the Dragon Lord. And there's one more.
The jerk chest.
The judge's table.
Yeah, the vanilla sword fight spot, which is in the middle of the castle, but when you're going into the castle, you're going to say 6 chests or 1 chest. What are you going to gamble with? Obviously, the 6, and sometimes, well, you hit a whammy.
And then sometimes you go to the judge's table.
But yeah, so looking at the how things are going right now, Sparkover definitely has the experience, 19 hit points.
No strength.
No strength. But hit points. With Hurt More, strength will come. Hit points you can use to get strength with Hurt More.
Yeah, so that's at least a decent find. Also, it'll make the healing spell that they have, because we got heal at level 10 a little bit more, useful. I mean, it's not heal more, which we do also need to finish the game, but, it will get us by for a little while here.
Was that over 100 agility that Sylverfyre has at level 10?
Yeah, that was over 100 agility that Sylverfyre has at level 10. Sylverfyre is a noted proponent of the agility build, has been running it their entire time playing this randomizer. Sparkover, of course, going with the classic extra hit points, so... one of the things Sylverfyre is hoping to not see is a maximum hit point total in the low 90s, because it means that they'll know that they'll need an extra level that Sparkover didn't.
So we're talking about stats here. The Dragon Lord, usually your goal is 97 health minimum, but that depends entirely on your defense. If they're going to have over 100 agility, 97 is all they need.
So we also just found out something really bad about the Blue Dragon. Sylverfyre just found out that the Blue Dragon is not just melee happy, but on the backside of it, their special ability is to put people to sleep.
Oh. Not the one half of what some people in the community like to call the Wombo combo.
Yeah, but that's the bad half right now, because when you're trying to land 2 Hurt Mores or Hurt More if you miss and you run away.
Hey, stop spell.
That is definitely a spell that exists.
And it would work in that fight. But apparently it doesn't seem to cast sleep very often.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's on the low end of the potential chance to do so, but even then, that's a kind of a tough break to see there.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of tough break, golems have Hurt More.
Yeah.
Although that's actually not a tough break when you get the armor, because Hurt More would do less damage than the golem punching you.
Yeah, those big beefy fists do hit really hard. Once you have the armor and it reduces the damage output by 33%, you're in much better hands at that point in time.
So one more chest here inside the grave, way at the bottom. Are we going to have a Charlock sword? That is a yes.
All right, this is getting good now. So we know now that the sword is the last item in the game that we haven't found, and we know that it is deep in Charlock Castle.
And that brings some interesting questions, because do you dive early when you can to get the sword, or do you grind without it?
I mean, again, with the 45 strength potentially, it depends upon the fact that, Charlock usually has some of the most dangerous enemies in the game in it. Potentially, of course, the problem being Hurt More resistant enemies probably will abound down there, and Hurt More is how we're going to get our experience at this point. Blue Dragon and Golem are 2 of the least Hurt Moreable, trap tile units in the game, so
yeah.
That's a little problematic for our strategy right now, so it might be a fight your way down type situation. This might be a double dive seed.
So there is one thing that might be really disappointing to me and you, but not to them, is with over 100 agility, you can run from red dragons.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because we want We don't want to see them running from red dragons.
I mean, with noodly arms and really good legs, yeah, we're not gonna see too many red dragons getting fought for a while.
If it's one thing you could say, they didn't miss leg day.
Absolutely not. You know, at least they got that down. But yeah, at 100 agility, interestingly enough, in the formulas, 100 agility is the point at which you can run from a red dragon 50% of the time. Which at this point in time, you know, it's pretty good odds I'd take those.
And the speed run, I believe, only gets to level agility 78.
Yeah, and in the speed run, you also do have to dodge red dragons on the way down because they are all over the castle.
So one thing I was thinking about that we should maybe discuss, especially going into this blue dragon, is the abilities, because we talked about some things not being randomized. Well, one thing that really is randomized is what abilities monsters have. Each monster has 2 abilities that they can get besides their melee. They can, and each one has a percentage chance of them doing it, either 25, 50, or 75%. And they kind of have a priority. Like, they might prioritize one over the other.
Yep.
But, like, in the case of a blue dragon, it could only have a 25% chance of sleep. But before that, could be a 75% chance of hurt more.
Right, and so it would attempt to cast Hurt More first, and then, you know, if that didn't roll out, then it would attempt to cast Sleep, and then if that didn't happen, then it would.
Ooh, there's a Hurt More.
No, that was the second.
Got it.
That was the second Hurt More.
Nice, that was the second. And she gets some new threads.
Yeah, just there's a little bit of a luck bounce there, certainly. Sylverfyre took many cracks at that double Hurt More and got punished pretty badly.
That extra level helped because that was a lot of health at that last level.
Yeah, which means that, you know, even if one of those whiffed, she could have stood up to a couple of more attacks, which meant a couple of more tries, which meant down goes the blue dragon and on goes the armor.
And you notice she cast Repel. Why? Because now she doesn't want to fight the little fries anymore. She wants the big, beefy, I'm going to blow you up with Hurt More.
Yeah, she is now in, let's sprint around this world as fast as we can because I need Charlock access now.
Yes.
She knows the sword is down there. She knows that she's got the armor.
But she has one problem. She hasn't found Caitlin yet.
Yeah, she doesn't know that the search spot is right outside of Untitled Castle.
Literally, someone got angry and threw it out the castle window.
Good arm. More strength than our runners
Yeah,
have.
more strength than our runners.
But first she's going to delve into the tablet cave because she hasn't been there yet, is going to find...
disappointment?
We find a lot of disappointment in this
Maybe
randomizer.
we should rename this Disappointment Cave.
It is pretty disappointing, and there's a set of Wings of the Wyvern.
Thou hast given up the wings.
All right, and Sylverfyre is just trudging through this swamp, just hurt-mooring whatever is in it. Setting it to flame. Also, you'll notice that this is there are a couple of runners in the community that can actually run through this particular tablet cave in the dark. That's really impressive to me.
You know what? True story, okay? I've never learned to go through that cave in the dark, but I can go through Charlock in the dark.
That's pretty impressive.
I guess that's how much I care about the tablet cave. Oh, look what Sparkover found!
Sparkover in their wanderings has found Caitlin, so they are going to get the search coordinates, and they're going to get their token pretty shortly ahead from now.
And buy the extremely overpriced keys at 98.
I mean, you know, never run out. Don't do it.
I mean, they basically let you know that you don't want to buy those keys by making you use a key before you even go in there. Like, this is Caitlin. Everything here is rich.
That's fair.
Even though it was like vanilla. Oh, by the way, you noticed Erdrick's armor also comes with really good insulated boots because you can walk across the glass without taking damage.
Yeah, doesn't do a darn thing at this point. All right, Sparkover's out of there. She's got the information she needs.
She's like, okay, time to go see who threw the token out the window. But sadly, there will be no princesses saved today.
Nope. You're gonna be stuck in there forever. And also, Sparkover knows that you get the rainbow drop from the back of Untitled Castle, so gonna hike around, gonna use a key, maybe even possibly buy a mid-priced, overpriced key.
Yeah, slight discount. Well, she just did buy a bunch, so.
Yep. And Sylverfyre is back at it again, looking to get some revenge on the blue dragon there.
So Sparkover only potentially needs one more key the rest of the game. The one for the treasury if the sword is in there.
Which, you know, she will absolutely be going to first. There's no question about that.
She looks at her stats, takes a moment, depressedly, looks at the stats, and then, well,
Silverfyre didn't go right at the blue dragons, though, interestingly enough. They noticed that Star Wyverns were on the table in the encounters here in Hawk's Nest, so is going to grind up to level 11 here, and
Right
is
here.
about to get very, very happy with that 17 hit points that they know that
But
they need.
Not quite 19, though.
Not quite.
So this is one of those cases where they have so much magic, but the health is going to become an issue because Silver's getting less health than Sparkover.
Yeah, and, again, as long as Silverfyre does not see that their maximum hit points hits, between, 88 and, 92, or 95, realistically.
Ooh, so Silver is going for Stop Spell, knowing that sleep is on the table. Sparkover never saw sleep, which means it's probably a 25% chance of happening.
Yeah, Sparkover just walked up and just did the business here, so ended up working out really well. Does get the Stop Spell off here, and does have enough defense with that Silver Shield and the extra levels, the extra agility, to take a couple of hits still.
So you'll notice one thing here is Sparkover is now in the grind phase. With the terrible, terrible stats that she has, she needs to grind experience on something. And, well, she chose the blue dragon, and she's hitting it for 10 damage and is getting put to sleep. I'm pretty sure it's time to find a new grind spot.
Yeah, that's not going to work out very well as she gets shipped home in a body bag, basically, here. As Silverfyre does land the second hurt more now. So there it is. So, all right, Silverfyre now has their armor, and they are likely to head for home. I don't know if they've been to the back of Tantagel, but if their notes are good.
Actually, they have not been to the grave yet.
They have not been to the grave.
Because you'll notice
either.
something missing on the tracker. There is no Stones of Sunlight.
Ah, yeah, that's right. They are not.
And they
quite
also
ready
don't
yet.
know that the sword is not in there either.
Yeah, so they still do need to find Garanham. That's correct. That makes things a little bit interesting. Silverfyre lagging behind a little bit while Sparkover is desperate for anything. Sparkover knows that the search bot in Cole has the fairy flute and just doesn't want it plugging up her inventory. The only way that might bite her a little bit is if there's one last trap tile in the game.
Yeah, so we decided that Sharlock is too easy. So we decided to make it harder by putting a boss monster before the final boss.
Okay.
So there is a trap tile just outside of the Dragon Lord that can have one of the higher level enemies in the game protecting the Dragon Lord.
Interesting enough, Silverfyre is doing something interesting right now, and there's a little bit of math that gets behind this. Silverfyre is trying to death warp, but all of a sudden the dragon is doing way less damage than it was doing just a minute ago. What's going on?
Well, so one of the things about this game is being an early game as it is, it's purely based on numbers. And so how they figured this, how they determined progression is through damage breaking.
Okay.
When your strength, or when your defense reaches the strength or the attack power of the monster, a new formula gets put into place. A formula which basically reduces the damage you take, usually into single digits, if not into the low teens.
Okay.
Before then, the formula is based entirely on their attack power versus your defense. And once we hit that, as we call it, a damage break point, they don't do a whole lot of damage, and that's how you're supposed to progress the game. You're supposed to get a certain amount of defense, and then suddenly be able to take on the stronger enemies in the next zone.
Yep, and of course with all the extra agility, because Silverfire's agility build has given them even more armor on top of it. Each 2 points of agility you get gives you 1 armor on top of Erdrick's armor, on top of the Silver Shield. They are defense-breaking blue dragons, which would be fantastic if they knew where the sword was.
Yes, and we did notice something on the top level of Sparkover. There are red dragons on the first 2 floors of Sharlock.
Yeah, the zones in Sharlock started on the first 2 floors, and that level was pretty bad.
Ooh. Thankfully, she has a lot of agility, so...
Yeah, I mean, Sparkover normally doesn't believe in agility, but they've got it.
I still don't believe in it either. To be fair, without an agility build, she's still running away from everything.
This is very true. I mean, she's not running away from these wizards. She is attempting to fight them because looks like she defense breaks them as well, and they're worth pretty decent experience.
Oh, yeah.
So this is definitely a fight my way down sort of situation for Sparkover, which makes a lot of sense here.
Oh, it's all about levels now.
Yeah.
Find the sword and get levels, because they need to get high enough to try to take out that dragon puppy at the end of the castle.
Yeah, and even with the extra strength from the sword, they are still going to need some strength to get to a realistic amount, because, we figure the amount of damage that we're going to do is, it's a range based upon our attack power, and we have to figure out how many heal mores we're going to need to finish the seed.
What's heal more?
Healmore is a spell that our runners have not seen yet. May exist before the level of 16. Actually, it will exist before it will exist at no later than level 16. But it is a healing spell that heals for upwards of, I believe, 96 health?
Between 90 and 100 health.
Okay, yeah, I don't have the exact numbers there, but again, between 90 and 100 health, and it is necessary to combat the Dragon Lord, who will be hitting for upwards of
40s, 30s, 40s.
I mean, the Dragon Lord 2 Breath will do 48 damage. Physical attacks are not going to do 48 damage today, which is actually going to be a very interesting part of the math when we get there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can calculate the damage and how things will work. Like the Dragon Lord's Breath will always do either 42, 44, 46, or 48 damage with Erdrick's armor on. So you can always know that in that case of the Dragon Lord Breath, what it will do. The physical attack is based entirely off of defense, which I talked about earlier. That 86 defense is the point where Dragon Lord does 48 damage max with a physical.
Yep.
So you know at that point that you can never do more than 48, and you don't have to really heal if you're like at 49 health.
Right, and some people may not even heal at 48 health if they're feeling a little bit saucy, because you would need to get a max damage breath to kill you.
1 in 8 to do that.
1 in 8, yeah.
So basically, 95% of the time.
Basically, never attack at 48 unless you want to die, because tempting fate makes the Dragon Lord eat you.
Angry. He gets angry.
You don't respect the Dragon Lord will not respect you. But yeah, so we've got Sparkover delving down, and Sylverfyre is just searching for the grave at this point in time, just hoping against hope that they find Garanem at this point. Retracing their steps, just looking over the world, hitting return, going home, continuing to explore the world here, and slipping slowly behind in this race.
So which way will Sparkover go? To the table.
She's gambling the table immediately.
She's going right to the vanilla Erdrick sword chest, all the way in the middle of the castle, all by its lonesome.
I mean, first she's going to have to run away from this. Golems who have low agility and are generally easy to run from. She actually fails her first run attempt on.
She does have a fairy flute. Puts Golem to sleep.
And if an enemy's asleep, you do have a 100% chance to escape that combat.
I don't know. I think I've felt that before.
Knowing you probably have.
Okay, here is chest number 1, and it is a scale. So we get to play a guessing game.
Yeah, there are 6 chests in the Dragon Lord's armory. They are arranged in a very neat pyramid. There is 1 in the top row. There are 2 in the middle row, and there are 3 in the bottom row.
Let's see if we get there first. Red Dragon's not happy that you took its treasure. Treasured scale.
Oh.
Never take a Red Dragon scale.
Never, never, never.
For you are crunchy and taste good with ketchup.
You disrespect the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon eats you.
So we get to go back to start and try over again.
And although Sylverfyre does not know this, they have gained a little bit of time back here. They got a little break. Also, because I know Sylverfyre plays a ton of randomizers and absolutely would not go to Judge's table first.
So while we got some time here, while they're running around, does we have any more donations or anything RPG Chick would like to talk about?
We definitely have more donations. So we have $50 from Sony Wrath. Here's to hoping that the Dragon Lord treats both of them kindly. Donation to Sparkover and Sill's Choices. We have $25 from Pika Bucks. Had to donate during Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Good luck, Sparko and Silver. $10 from Klessa, but you said. $25 from Miria that simply says, meow.
Meow. Meow.
Hi, Miria.
And $5 from Joseph that says slime hype. Thank you all for those donations.
We have not seen a metal slime yet.
Maybe they're not in this seed.
They're just hiding, that's all. What they do is they run.
Yeah, maybe they just wanted the day off.
Ooh, Sylverfyre has finally found what they are looking for.
All the way on the other end of the world, far past Charlotte Castle.
Yep, found more herbs because they have no healing.
That too. I mean, yeah.
Oh, you mean the chest?
The town.
Yeah, the town. Okay.
Right. They're going to open some boxes and they're going to get some joy. And some disappointment.
Semi-joy.
Well, they're going to get joy enough to know at least that they know that they're going to be able to get their rainbow drop.
So Sylverfyre is in an interesting predicament here. Do you dive the last 2 chests hoping to find the sword, or do you gamble it on Charlock? Because they know right now that if the first 3 chests does not have the sword, it's either the 2 at the bottom or the 7 inside the castle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you've got your hand axe high above your head, waving it around. It doesn't do terribly much.
Yeah, they still are. They never even upgraded to a broadsword, did they?
No, neither of them did. Sparkover is grinding this blue dragon with an axe right now. She is terribly interested in getting more levels because I think she's really tired of getting destroyed by red dragons. I
mean, the amount of damage she's doing, she might as well be hitting it with a plastic axe. I think it's inflatable.
I think it makes like squeaky noises when you hit something with it.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
It's not a great axe, everybody. So yeah, but so Sparkover's decided that slowly mowing down these dragons is going to be the way to go. Is, you know, they're working on a 1,400 experience lead right now,
and very close to the next level.
Yep.
So right now Sparkover's at that point where she's like, just one more level. That should be enough, right? One more will be enough that I could at least get the sword or do something else. And then you get the 3 strength, no hit points. I love it, empty eye level. And you're like, well, just one more level. Just one more level.
Yeah. All right, and there's level 13. Here we go.
10.
Ah, there we go. Well, we're getting closer.
Do we get heal more yet?
We do. Here we go.
So that is huge.
That makes the dive down a lot safer because instead of trying to run at 1 hit point, now Sparkover has the option to actually cast heal more and not die.
Exactly. And it looks like she's at least going to stick around until she dies. Now with heal more, don't have to stop spell or anything. Just attack when your health gets low, heal it right back up. Don't even have to do hurt mores.
And even with only 81 maximum hit points, that means that 1 heal more will heal to 81 hit points.
And the good news is it's also only hitting her for, 11 damage.
At that most. And the extra 10 power means that she's now hitting this blue dragon for, I think 20 is about the top end we just saw. So
doing another 2.5 damage.
Much better shape here. Yeah, and 2.5 more damage to the 2.5 more damage to the Dragon Lord is nothing to cough at.
Oh no. So how the damage formulas work is pretty much 4 attack power equals 1 damage.
Yep.
That is how you will calculate exactly how much damage you can do. Because one of the things you want to do is know what your damage range is on the Dragon Lord, what your minimum damage range and what your maximum damage range is. And with that and how much magic you have, you can figure out pretty much how many attacks you are able to get in before you die.
Yep. The damage formula is pretty straightforward. You take your strength, you take your total attack power with your weapon and your strength. Hopefully it's over 100 because we're going to subtract 100 right off the top.
I don't even think we're at 100 right now.
Yeah, well, we're not at 100 right now. Again, I don't know. It's just
right now they're just going to be given the fanning the Dragon Lord with their inflatable squeaky axe.
So, yep, and so the blue dragon does put Sparkover to sleep and then send Sparkover home, which I'm sure that she's very happy about. Sylverfyre is about to crack the last chest and get
more disappointment. There's just been so much great disappointment on this sea. Don't you agree?
I mean, it's Dragon Warrior. We're gonna hundo. That's how this works.
See, everyone agrees. Such great disappointment. Everyone loves Wait.
No.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I've played enough Randomizer to know that all you get is sorrow, but it's a lot of fun. When it works really well. And right now, it's not working.
Well, it looks like Sparkover is headed back in the direction of Charlock, now armed with her heal more and hurt more and a little bit more health. Is going for that sword.
Yeah, Sylverfyre is getting consumed by Dragon and getting sent home at this point in time is, well, you basically never defense break red dragons. They just hit too hard.
I mean, you can. It's what, 140 something like that or something?
Yeah, like you would need to have agility.
No, 125 I think defense power is what a red dragon is.
Yeah, but you would need agility that far outpaces even what they have right now.
You would pretty much have to have about max agility for the randomizer, which I believe each stat max is around 145 to 155 depending on the stat.
Yep. Sylverfyre looking at their notes, taking a moment, realizing, oh, I didn't do a thing.
Save?
We don't save in this randomizer.
Well, Sparkover did at the beginning.
Oh, she wanted to protect her gold because if you don't want to lose half your gold, you save your game. But otherwise, I think Sylverfyre realized that they didn't check the back of Tintagel.
Or wants to turn in and get the rainbow drop.
Yeah, or did get there earlier because I usually take.
Yeah, they went there earlier.
I usually take better notes in this, but I don't.
What notes?
I don't have a notebook on me today.
We have notes? I thought we were just guessing on what's going on.
I mean, I'm most.
I just see two people that are not in this game going in random directions and hoping that things go right.
Have you even played this game before? Wait, yeah, we've been over that. You've played this game before.
I watched someone play this once. Hey, I worked for Shadowrun, okay? I literally knew nothing about that game, and I sat on the couch.
All right, so Sylverfyre is starting to push on towards level 13. Slow, steady, trying to pretty much kill anything worth decent experience along the way here. Sparkover is now on their second attempt at Charlotte Castle.
With a big experience lead, though, almost 2,000.
Yeah, that's extensive. That's going to be hard to overcome, honestly, at this point in time, but it could happen.
And it looks like Sylverfyre is going right for Charlock. Well, wait, took a U-turn. No, you're supposed to go left at Albuquerque, not right. Go back.
Welcome to the joy of the procedurally generated map that occasionally we get lost.
Apparently they might know the directions better than me, so I hope.
I don't usually drive. All right, and there's Sylverfyre pushing through. I think that was level 13.
Yep, that would be the nope, 12.
That was 12. Oh, nope.
Oh, still got a little bit more to go to 13.
Oh yeah, they're only at 3,000. I apologize. A little ways to go yet. They're searching for literally anything they can hurt more at this point in time.
I think, yeah, they're just looking for thinking about the grind spot. Where is Silver going to grind?
I mean, there's Red Dragons and Charlock.
Probably better than the Blue Dragons right now, to be honest.
I mean, at this point in time, the gamble might be, Sparkover might get the sword and check the child down below and find green dragons, and that would be.
Did Silver get enough money to get a broadsword?
Silver might be upgrading their steel, or at least they're going to reload their mana.
That would be a no.
Well.
Just recovering before going to Charlock.
Yep. Taking a quick stop.
You need 1,500 for the broadsword. They only had 1,400 and change.
Just taking a quick pit stop before they head on over to Red Dragon Central.
Well, at least the top two floors. It looked like there wasn't Red Dragons below it. At least in the second zone. This is still the top two floors.
We're still in the top two floors? God, Charlock is large.
I know,
large
it
and
has a lot of. It's like the Dragon Lord wants to not get killed or anything.
Large and terribly not well lit. I mean.
By the way, you see that chest right there in the floor on the third floor there? There we got Red Dragons.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, the third floor. That's the sword disappointment sword chest.
Yeah, which Sylverfyre is absolutely not going to open unless they do.
We'll find out.
Oh, look, a green dragon. That's exactly what everybody wants to see.
Actually, yes, because Hurtmore has a really good chance of one-shotting it. Or not hitting it, period.
The timing on that could not have been any better.
I'm pretty sure that's like a 1 in 16 chance.
It is a 1 in 16 chance to have happen, yes.
It was a one-shot. First try, everyone, right?
Absolutely.
I didn't say that it was the first cast of it. It was just the first hit. There we go.
Good recovery.
I stammered, though. It didn't sound authentic.
I'm making fun of you at this point.
Wait a second. Didn't I say I was supposed to make fun of you?
I got there first.
Can't argue with that.
Now would probably be a good time for donations, just to get us to stop talking for a minute.
Apparently, Dem
totally
has a lot
fine
more
with
agility than I do.
Well, we all know about your ability to run away from encounters, High Spirit, so. We have $100 from Alexaris. Good luck, Sil. Your augury came back wheel. Also, hi, Dem. $50 from Tifa's Revenge. Just wanted to wish you, Sylverfyre and Sparkover, both good luck. We're all counting on you. $50 from Trevmex. Gotta give again for this great commentary. You two are bringing the game alive. $25 each to the commentator's choice. $25 from Falconic. Donating as a thanks for the commentary. One could even say it's been game-changing.
No one likes the Vorpal Blade, okay?
Hey.
Stop trying to sell it.
Can we please kill the Vorpal Blade meme?
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. We also have a $5 anonymous donation. Grading final exams is so much better with RPG Limit Break on in the background. This race is cool. So are RPG runners, so is Nami, and so are you, whoever is listening to this. Donation goes to donator's choice. I think that's how it usually works.
So Sylverfyre ran around to the same problem that Sparkover just did, which is they don't have heal more and got eaten by a dragon on the way down to try and find the sword.
Well, just a little bit more experience, and they'll be able to
Heal
survive
more.
those red dragons.
They don't know that. but they'll find out soon enough, hopefully.
Oh, I think it's time for the guessing game. Everyone, top chest, middle, left, or right chest, or one of the bottom 3 chests. Get your guesses in.
I got top right.
I'm gonna go
second row right.
I'm gonna go bottom row middle.
Okay.
How about before that, we hit level 14?
Ooh,
there it
is.
There it is. I told you there would be the ooh level, right?
Yeah, we're there. Level 14's the one, but
are we high enough though? I think the health is too low still.
the health might still be a little bit under. We might be
and the
pushing.
strength might be a little under too. That 29 is still not enough to save it.
I mean,
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see once Sparko gets her hands on the sword here in just a moment, assuming that a red dragon doesn't magically just pop out and destroy her instantly.
Well, there is the $100,000 pyramid. Can you win the pyramid?
We'll find out in just a second.
Yeah, once you stop taking encounters every 3 steps.
Welcome to Sharlock Castle, everybody, home of encounters.
Welcome to the bottom floor of Sharlock. Is it really the bottom floor, or are you just like farther in? Because you notice there's water and sunlight and everything. You're not really in the castle you went down anymore.
That's its beachfront property.
Oh, torch in the bottom right. Here comes my guess. Oh.
Another torch.
That wasn't a bright guess, was it?
Ah.
Bottom left is the winner! So, yes, you'll notice Sparkover kept opening the chest because she knew there would be an item in here called the Fighter's Ring. The Fighter's Ring is the best item in the vanilla game.
It gives you 2 strength.
Actually, in the vanilla game, it's broken. It doesn't work. Actually, but in the randomizer, though, it gives you 2 strength. Also, she has 99 strength, but she has almost no health.
Yeah.
So this is you could do this with her defense.
The interesting thing, Sparkover did not check the final tile before the Dragon Lord as a possible grind spot.
Yes, because it might be something horrible there.
Right, or it could be something good, but we don't know that, and we won't find out until later. So
Yes.
I believe that Sparkover is going to make the decision of, do I want to kill golems, or do I want to kill blue dragons?
Or fight on the way down for 1 level, thinking just being a few hit points shy.
And having plenty of magic power.
And plenty of magic power. I didn't see what the defense is, or I would calculate what I think the odds are. But
I mean,
come on, open the menu again. I know you can hear me. Shh. Oh, wait, no, she can't hear me.
She absolutely cannot hear us.
Oh. So it looks like Sylverfyre is choosing to grind in Hawksness, but not on the trap tile. Looking for those chimeras.
Yeah, gonna try and kill some Star Wyverns for 105 experience apiece here just to get going. They're walking specifically on the desert tiles, though. Is there any particular reason for that?
Beachfront property?
Good call.
I mean, we've gone with it like 5 times this run. We might as well just run with it.
I mean, it's a good gag, but yeah, but
I
actually, desert tiles have a higher encounter rate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so, you know.
What kind of encounter rate, do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head. I just know the number's larger.
Okay, that was me picking on you, so I got you back. No, it's a 1 in 8 chance for an encounter on a desert tile, and it's about a 1 in 12 chance on a forest tile, and then it's 1 in 16 on the grass.
Excellent. So we're gonna wander around this desert for 40 days and 40 nights, roughly. No.
Or until they run out of magic.
Yeah.
Or hopefully not more than 30 minutes.
Hopefully not more than 30 minutes. But yeah. So
well, once they get 1 more level, which they're going to get very soon, they're going to see the heal more and be able to just go.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see. Sparko, let me do some math here real quick, even though I don't know the defense.
we know the defense is above 86.
Oh, it's above 86. So 99 strength. So 141. So I believe she has 141 attack power, if I had to guess. Which is 10 to 20 damage. So 15 damage on the Dragon Lord. Average about 10 hits to kill. 10 to 11 hits. Which means...
She has 15 heal mores.
Ooh, this is close. It's doable. It's very doable, but that health is scary.
Yeah, the problem with that health is that...
1 Dragon Lord breath you have to heal.
Yeah, we talk about doubles, and we talk about doubles usually in the player's favor, where you have enough health that you take a physical attack and you don't go below 48. After you've attacked once, you attack twice in a row, rather than having to cast heal more. So you do a double. With your health under 96, what can happen is you take a breath for 46 or 48. The flip side occurs where you have to heal twice in a row, and the Dragon Lord gets a double turn.
Yeah.
So even with 15 heal mores, this is a gamble potentially. It could be done, because, if the Dragon Lord gets fewer than 4 doubles, then you're going to get through okay, but that requires a Dragon Lord melee, and Dragon Lord has a 75% chance to Fire Breath you.
50-50.
50-50, even odds? Well, still.
Yeah, it feels like it's 75, doesn't it?
It feels like it's like 100% whenever I run Seeds, so it's fine.
But you'll notice she's fighting on the way down the easy monsters.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of experience, already more than halfway to the next level.
Yeah, likely to maybe finish on the tile at the bottom.
Unless she keeps running into red dragons every other step.
Yeah, which and you'll notice that she's trying to be very judicious with her MP. She's not using any MP yet. She's really trying to just make sure that she is completely full up and taking advantage of that 1 hit point per step to.
And hoping you get more than 1 encounter every step.
And hoping that the encounter rate stays decently low enough that you can do something like this, walk through half a floor of Sharlock and get back 30 HP, 40 HP.
By the way, that room is very symmetrical. It doesn't look like it, but it's very symmetrical.
Yeah, it's a very pretty room, ultimately. I mean,
It's a nightmare when you're trying to do it in the dark, but it's very pretty.
Which you can do.
So sometimes I get lost in there because of the way that,
Yeah. Because of how it works, the movement in this is a little bit stuttery at points. So
the way the game works is you have 16 frames of buffer between every movement. So if you press too soon, you just won't move. If you press a little too much, which is hard to do, you skip a square. So you have a lot of wiggle room to just move 1 square. But again, because of that 16 frame buffer, which is quarter of a second.
Yep.
Then you just don't move. Like if you just tap the button.
Right. You have to be able to hold it down for precisely, just shy of half a second.
Build up that momentum. Gotta jog in place before you sprint.
Seems like a lot of work.
It's tough being a hero.
Fair.
But yeah, so it looks like that Sylverfyre hit 13.
Yeah.
So Sylverfyre has heal more, and they're going right for Sharlock. But Sparkover is on the bottom floor.
Gonna see if they get the hit points.
Just a couple kills away from a level. I believe 7,500 is this level.
Yep, Blue Dragon puts her to sleep, but we know Blue Dragons are defense broken, so...
Yeah, they do 4 damage.
They do 6 damage, 4 damage.
Yeah.
She swings back with Erdrick's Heart and Steel for 47.
So 2 more fights will be a level. 1, you can guarantee the trap tile, but considering how early on the floor it is, definitely going to be a level. Sparkover's looking for at least 8 health. That pretty much guarantees a win.
That will seal this deal here.
Anything less, there's still that wiggle room, but...
The wiggle room will get a little bit smaller, though.
It's looking good. Hey, we can do one more guessing game.
What's that?
What boss is protecting the boss?
Stone Man.
So you got Stone Man, you got Blue Dragon, Red Dragon, and Axe Knight, and Golem.
Wait,
12 strength.
4 hit points, though.
But suddenly, that's another 3 damage.
Yeah. Look at that, 125-point critical strike on that Blue Dragon.
That's it? I thought you have 500 strength. Come on. Put some oomph behind it.
That's not until 4.
She got me again. Oomph is the name of a spell that doubles your attack power. But in the Dragon Warrior days, we call it buy kill. And it happens in 3.
Oh.
Got you back.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna see how Sparkover is gonna finish this up. Little bit shy on health, but plenty of strength, plenty of. There's another critical.
97.
God, that didn't even hurt the Blue Dragon.
Is that an inflatable Erdrick sword? Are we just clowning? It is a merchant, so are we just goofing off and clowning around?
How does a merchant know how to swing a sword?
Not very well.
Point made. But yeah, so Sylverfyre, of course, is now still in the middle of their dive to get their hands on the sword in the first place. Still not interested in Red Dragons, honestly, because,
And you can see the encounter rate down here, too.
Yeah,
it's pretty rough.
It's busy down here. It's, again, Red Dragon Central here.
It's not like many people come down here, so they just, they had time to move in.
Yeah, and just swarm the place, basically. So here we go. So Sparkover finds the Star Wyvern 2 steps before the boss tile here, which is the 1 tile narrow space here. She's going to use an herb to heal up a little bit. And we find... Oh, my.
Nothing. A stain on the ground.
The target. we find.
Oh, she's gonna grind it for a level. So
yeah,
this is the perfect monster to see. By the way, it is the weakest of the higher tier monsters you could get here.
Yep.
And she needs 9750 to level,
And so
and probably doesn't feel comfortable with the health, so...
she's going to go and seal the deal here by
Yeah.
by grinding on what is the, if anybody has seen Gyro run Final Fantasy Randomizer, you know the Agama is the standard unit of experience in Final Fantasy. In Dragon Warrior 1, 130 experience points, 1 Axe Knight's worth of experience. It is the standard measure of experience in this game.
And the way he's hitting, he must have borrowed the inflatable hand axe.
I mean, you know...
Because he's really not hitting her very hard.
Yeah, no, those Axe Knights, they also missed Arm Day, clearly.
So the great thing about Axe Knights is usually you want to find them on a grind tile outside because they almost always die to 1 hurt more.
Yeah, it's over 70% chance to hurt more than once and just have them drop.
Yep, and they have a 1 in 16 resistance, so it rarely ever misses.
Yep, so you can just convert MP into experience points at an exceptionally high rate.
Yeah, you can see almost already grinding an entire level.
Yep. And
Sylverfyre's coming down to the bottom floor of Charlock, but a little bit too late. The only thing that can stop Sparkover now is the wrong button.
that's never happened, though.
Never.
No, absolutely not.
Never misclicked. And you notice Sylverfyre did ignore the vanilla chest.
I've practiced with Sylverfyre a fair bit. I'm pretty well
Went
aware.
with the odds.
Yeah, pretty well aware that they were going to go with the odds here.
Gonna get torched a couple of times and then find the sword. Before searching to realize that there's a box down there.
Found a box. Good
Found
job.
a box.
Reload an herb, too.
One more for, oh wait. Okay. I don't know, was,
9650. That's 100 experience short, isn't it?
yeah, I'm wondering, okay, I was like, she needs to kill one more. That's fine, can burn the heal more.
Yep.
The amount of damage she's outputting.
It's stellar.
Yeah.
Here we go. Needs like 4 hit points. 1 strength. 6 agility. Oh!
Does she go for it?
At
yeah, she's going for
93
it.
hit points, she is
Here she
going
goes
for it.
So first important thing in this fight is you gotta say no. If you say yes, you soft lock the game and rip everything you've ever known. But Dragon Lord has between 75 and 100 health. Dies to 3 hits because apparently got really high health. And yeah. And so what she's doing is she's waiting for a stop spell, which is a 25% chance of happening. Got it. Finish it off. And we go into phase 2 where the Dragon Lord usually back attacks you because you don't have any luck. Okay, she didn't get back attack.
All right, and here we go. 13.
So 13. You want to count?
I can probably do the math, right?
Okay.
All right, that's 27. Oh, boy. There we go. See, like we said, there's that chance of Dragon Lord doubling.
And Heal More will not heal her to full every time.
Yep. Wow, 46.
Yeah.
She's doing a ton of damage right now. This is looking good.
Dragon Lord is meleeing a lot, which is
28. All right, I'm not
very
gonna do.
low
I'm not gonna
damage.
do the math. She just hit the Dragon Lord for 28. I think we're good.
I think she
think-
did. Oh, she just.
she
Did it!
no!
No!
Oh no!
We cursed her. I'm sorry, Sparkover.
We did it. We have the first randomizer commentator curse in RPG Limit Break
I know.
history.
Let's not make it a yearly thing, please.
We're terrible.
Well, we did say sorrow and disappointment, right?
Wouldn't have been a run without
We
it.
didn't expect it to be us.
No. Sylverfyre pushing level 14 here. The thing is that Sparkover has 93 hit points. You know that Sylverfyre is not going to have 93 hit points, right?
Yeah, Sylverfyre. This is the
Silver-
seed where not taking an HP build is going to be very, very painful.
Yeah, Sylverfyre is very interested in just torching. It finds the Axe Knight and it's just like, all right,
Yeah, time to grind.
time to blow all of my mana. Let's go. Wow, I cannot believe that just happened.
And they don't know it, but they don't really need to use their hurt mores. They just melee and save it all for heal more.
Yeah, true, but also, you know,
Because they are damage breaking the Axe Knight and doing not taking that much damage, and they're hitting a lot. They're 96 strength.
yeah, they saw that they just took a melee swing because the Axe Knight didn't die instantly. Saw the 33 damage, and maybe they'll change tack now with
Yeah.
with 3 heal mores and a couple of heals in the back pocket.
Oh yeah.
Sparkover goes down to Cole to the item shop that no one ever goes to, you said, and reloads on herbs there at that item shop that no one ever uses.
Why do I feel like I've cursed a lot of things today?
It is your way. It is the thing that you do.
Am I rubbing off on them?
Potentially.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I feel like I got a lot of apologizing to do today and tonight.
I agree with that latter statement.
All right, so of course things are not terribly interesting at the moment, RPG Chick. So if we do have donations now, would be a pretty good time.
We do have a donation from Takaze for $25. My earliest memories of video games are from watching my older sibling play Dragon Warrior as a kid. I have them to thank for making RPGs my favorite genre. Super proud to see them playing today and rooting them on. Love, your brother Takaze.
Aww. Looks like Sylverfyre finally decided to start doing melee.
Flexing all of that strength they all of a sudden have.
Yeah, the problem though is even with the flub by Sparkover, it's just they're gonna have so much less health.
I mean, they're gonna probably have to come back down to this tile a second time to push out to level 17.
Yeah.
To finish this.
They might risk it at 16, but it's gonna be under 90 health.
Yeah, that's even with all the defense that they'll have, they really need the Dragon Warrior to just decide to just get melee happy.
Yeah.
What?
That'd be nice.
Never happens.
Well, since we're in this grind part, I'd like to take a moment here if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
So, as you see here, we got some Dragon Warrior Randomizer going on, and a couple of us are administrators in the community, myself and Sparkover, who you see running up there. And we thought that today would be the perfect time to announce that the start and the announcement of our Summer Randomizer Standard Tournaments, which will be starting at the end of July, and sign-ups are actually going to begin today after this run. If you are interested, myself, Sparkover, a lot of us could give you directions on how to get to the Discord to get more information about the randomizer. And if you have any interest in checking this out, you have lots of time to practice and quit. I mean, get better before the tournament begins.
You too can learn to be salty when Charlotte Castle has every single enemy having sleep.
We're speedrunners. We're already salty.
Saltier. But yeah, I might actually come and get my butt handed to me by the community a little bit this year. We'll see.
I will be glad to kick your butt.
That sounds never.
I mean, I'd be glad to be competition and have a very good race with you. Very, very challenging race with you.
I'm coming for you now.
I've been known to finish 7th in the standard tournament.
So all I've got to do is finish 5th, right?
You just got to be above 7.
Yeah, Dragon Warrior's not a randomizer I run normally. I've practiced a ton to be able to commentate this run because obviously I want to bring the best experience to you. But I'm a little bit more well known for the other randomizer that's gonna be coming up a little later in this marathon. You know that there's another marathon randomizer run coming up in a couple of days.
I didn't know there was another marathon.
I mean, look at how the seed is going. I mean, every seed's a marathon.
Yeah. It's going well, though. You notice Sylverfyre. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Talk about Free Enterprise.
I mean, grinding. But yeah, Free Enterprise is happening on Friday afternoon, which is the other randomizer that's going to be at this marathon. And of course, a lot of the names that we've heard from donations so far have actually been coming across from multiple randomizer communities. So seeing that unity between all of these communities is really fantastic. And so I'd like to thank everybody who has donated during this run. It's pretty fantastic. So of course, thank you all so much.
Oh, yeah. And I heard there's some incentives, maybe to something that someone's butt you must kick at the end of it, as someone on the couch would say.
Yes, and that would be our very well-loved Scala Kitty, but there, of course, will be the choice of Zeroma Sprite, some harp music. There'll be some choices there as well, so, alongside the usual names and the like, so, keep an eye out for that. Again, lots of good things to donate for. Of course, NAMI's a fantastic charity, and of course everyone's support is greatly appreciated.
Oh yeah, so Sylverfyre did gain a lot of experience on a short amount of time, but they need another flub or a really, really bad Dragon Lord if they're going to be able to pull this out. But with 119 magic,
they might take a crack at this. You
They
never know.
Could gain. They're going to easily gain a level on the way down and might decide that, hey, I got a chance at this.
Yeah, I mean, you know that, if they're doing the math, they know that they're at 86 maximum hit points. They also now know that Sparkover's not at 96.
Yeah.
Like,
Or 97.
Or 97. Well, they're not at.
It's all the same.
It's.
You don't die that easily at 96, at least.
Yeah, no. 96 is about where you want to be.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 64 chance of dying.
Right.
Back-to-back attacks.
It basically will happen.
Yeah, it happens.
It'll definitely happen.
So you'll notice, by the way, we didn't talk about it, but Sparkover made a flub and cast Hurt More. Dragon Lord, sadly, being the Dragon Lord, actually has some resistance to abilities, and they're kind of hard to hit him.
Yeah, in fact, you only have a 1 in 16 chance of landing the Hurt More, which of course means that 15 out of 16 times you will get more disappointment, and then the Dragon Lord will eat you.
Usually what happens is you hit one of them just to give you a little bit of hope, and then you miss the next 36 in a row.
You have enough mana for 36 of them? That's like 36 times 5.
I'll just go on my personal experience. I'm sorry.
I just don't have enough fingers for this.
I know. We already figured out that it was hard to get past 5 fingers. We had to share to get to 8, okay?
Yeah, but so, it looks like both of our runners are taking advantage of their swords, and they are killing their way down. There's 17 for Sparkover. 6 power, 3 agility, 2 hit.
That's not even 97, is that?
That is 95, I think. It was 4, 1, and 2. Might be 1 shy.
Wow.
I mean, we have to double.
This game just... Those noodle arms, no constitution.
Now they don't have noodle arms anymore.
They
now
got big, sexy brains, though.
Yeah, and
look at that magic.
And their legs, it's 95 hit points. 95.
Well, that's still a very good chance that the Dragon Lord won't get double.
Yeah, this is true.
Because that's 2 max damage. You have to get a max damage fire breath.
That means that Sylverfyre will
the back attack.
That means that Sylverfyre could level out to 17 and still be under 90 hit points.
And unfortunately, Sylverfyre can't run from a red dragon. Never works when you want to go in there, does it? Yeah, when you ran from 500 of them this seat, but the one time you actually want to run from them, you fail.
All right, and so, even with the Dragon Lord swinging away on Sparkover, there's the herb to get back to max 95 hit points.
Dragon Lord is damage broken, by the way.
Everything but red dragons.
Okay, do we get the back attack?
Here we go.
No, back. Wow, 2 in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, wait, that's personal preference.
That's just bad luck.
I know. So a lot of breath coming out at the start here, but without a 48, you can see.
As long as it's not a 48 breath, it's okay. And of course, we know that we have enough armor that we're not taking 48-point melees. So
yep. The problem is that's not always gonna be the case because Heal More is not always going to heal her to full.
Yeah,
so.
but she's swinging in for 27 right now. I mean,
that's it.
At 25 is 6 hits. To get to 150, it's 7 for a guaranteed kill. So we don't need a lot of hits here. It's all strength at this point in time, just bearing down on the Dragon Lord.
Also, if she does kill the Dragon Lord, time is not after the kill. Yeah. We'll let you know when the time is. Yeah, it's all melees. It's very little damage. I mean, she's doing more damage than the Dragon Lord in some of these attacks.
I mean, the Dragon Lord just hit for 42, which is basically going to be the top end of its damage right now.
Oh, and Sylverfyre did reach level 15. Unfortunately, or 16. But that was the 0 HP level. Chi-Chi to Sparkover!
Well, not yet. She's still got it. We're not done yet.
Well, the hard part's done. All she has to do is go rescue the princess. Oh, wait, never mind.
No.
No princess?
No princess.
Aww.
She's just going to rot.
Well, I mean, Tulum did leave his wife to, in Dragon Warrior 4. I guess it makes sense. And coming up on GG right now.
Time.
Congratulations to Sparko Bear for taking first place with a 1:36.19.1.
A very solid run overall.
Thou hast restored peace upon the world. But there are many roads yet traveled. May the light shine upon thee. Thou must.
Yeah.
But thou must.
But thou must.
So Sylverfyre, if they could gain one more level, might go for it. With the trap tile down here is going to be a really fast level. It's just a matter of being able to run from the red dragons. And they are farming the golem, which is 250. Okay, after an hour and a half, I'm done.
You're good?
255 experience.
points.
That's the word that I wanted.
And golems have stop spell and can be slept by the fairy flute, and still just hit the golem for 60.
Yeah, they have about 125 health.
Yeah, so...
Listen to that victory music.
Taking it all in.
We do have randomized music mode, though, so you could hear this the entire game.
Seems a little weird.
And then just quit the seed because it's filled with really, really nastiness, and, you know, you won because you heard the victory music. Can't argue that way, can you? I see.
I'm trying so hard right now. And it's been an hour and a half. I got nothing either.
Yeah. We used all of the material we didn't plan, did we?
I mean, we winged this completely, basically, other than the first 45 seconds.
Actually, that was kind of winged, too, because we didn't even follow the script.
I mean, I've got a script for that. The first 45 seconds are pretty standard for me. But after that, we go right off the rails.
But you were supposed to introduce the runners, not me.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so Sylverfyre is on the bottom floor, probably going to give a shot at the Dragon Lord, maybe even go for a quick level because it won't take them long to level. Yeah, they're only about 1,400 experience, well, 1,200 experience away from a level.
Yeah, that's...
Wait, it's 12,500 or 1,200? Somewhere. What are those two?
It's less than 10 Axe Knights away.
It's less than 10 Axe Knights.
Right? You know, that's
We're less than 10 Agamos away.
Yeah, something like that. That was.
By the way, you know, that is a great reference, Agamos, because we do have Dan right now going through the bottom of Sharlock. Dirt Nap Dan, everyone. Final Fantasy 1 hero that Geyer really, really, really likes. Maybe.
Nah, I don't know. Just keeps him around because he has no choice.
Yeah, probably. So running into a lot of red dragons, you know, they have a lot of magic. And, you know, even using more heal mores is not the issue. It's just, it's going to come down to
just overpowering the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, just the breaths.
The breaths, not getting 48s, basically.
Yeah,
I mean, for Syl,
maybe even 46 because of the lower
hit points. It might
hit points.
It might just be not getting breaths, but again, we're looking at probably needing a maximum of 7 swings to just, you know, to dust off the Dragon Lord here.
Well, you know, 20, say 8 to be safe.
8 to be safe. You know, but at this point in time, at 113 MP, that's enough for a lot of heal mores.
And they can do this in 5 minutes. I have faith.
They got this. We believe. They'll push out level 17.
The blue dragon doesn't probably believe it. But
I mean, the blue dragon just got hit by 50. It has no opinion anymore because it's just.
It's not a blue dragon anymore after it got hit for 50. Okay. But yes, does RPG Chick have any last things to say real quick before we go into this fight?
I actually do have a couple of more donations here. We have $5 from Crixley with the comment is simply a smiley face. Thank you so much.
Happy face.
Yes, a very happy face.
Gotta do the heart. Everyone on the couch, do the heart. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, you got the whole audience. It's nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Good job. Way to go.
I just cursed you all, by the way.
All right, Sylverfyre is going to get those 2 additional maximum hit points and decide.
Oh, it's going to grind another level, maybe?
It's going to take a little bit.
Yeah, this one will take a few extra minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I do have one more donation here.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so we have $10 from an anonymous donor. I've been sitting on the edge of my seat during the crazy randomizer race and commentary. Perhaps this will become a fixture at RPG Limit Break. Reader's choice. And I'm going to give that to some much-needed Taskbot love to play Final Fantasy with 4 white mages.
So Sylverfyre has 88 health. Is just thinking about it.
Doing some math, 157 attack power.
I know, it's so much damage, but they don't feel comfortable with the 88. Thankfully, with this Axe Knight and the strength, it won't take more than a few minutes to get this next level.
Yeah, they're gonna work this through pretty quickly here, because they're just gonna 130 experience at a time until, what is it, 14 and change here?
14.5.
14.5. Yeah.
Or 14.250. I forgot, what was the last level? 1,200 or 12.250? It was 1,200.
I was talking.
12,000.
I was talking with Syl about this earlier, and they were supposed to give me the experience table, and I never asked for it.
Well, you know, I memorized the important ones. I guess this is important.
We came prepared.
I don't come to level 17 that often.
We came ready for this, didn't we? We
Okay,
were ready.
14-2-5 then. We'll go with that.
We'll go with 14-2-5. Okay.
If we're wrong, it's 2 more fights. And no one will notice because the fights will die in like 3 attacks.
Yep, Sylverfyre just looking at that old herb counter there, just making sure that they've got enough supplies to finish this off.
They could burn about 5 or 6 heal mores and still be within a really good safety range.
Yeah.
Let's just hope they get more than a couple hit points with this next level.
Let's hope that they get a good solid like.
Let's see
20.
like 50, you know?
Yeah, let's just see a gigantic number here. That'd be great.
Yeah. It's really it's one of those seeds that's really odd to see level 17 and 88 health, even without an HP build. You would expect to be in the hundreds easy every time.
Absolutely.
Blue dragons are very dodgy.
Dodgy, sleepy.
And the health getting low. Gotta use the heal more here.
I'm probably gonna burn a heal more here for safety.
Well, maybe I might burn more herbs. Do they have any herbs left?
2 left. But no, they're gonna
go
burn
to the heal more, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense
They have
here.
so much strength. I guess they don't want to fight Axe Knights anymore, or...
I mean, I guess they've decided to upgrade to blue dragons.
Yeah, but blue dragons are putting them to sleep.
Yeah, they don't want to go to sleep like that. That's not good. Even though
thou art still asleep.
Thou art still asleep.
You know, one thing we could talk about while they're doing this is, you notice how every time Sylverfyre's getting attacked, it says thy hits decreased?
Yeah.
That seems like really bad English, doesn't it?
It is very archaic, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what's funny is they actually fixed that.
Did they?
You see, there's 2 versions of Dragon Warrior 1.
Okay.
There's thy hits and thy hit points. Is pretty much almost the entire difference between the 2 versions.
Huh.
And you can tell you can tell by which one you have or by looking at that, but the first version, which is what we're playing now, is the original game.
Nice.
Thy hit points is what Nintendo Power gave millions of people for free for one of their for their subscription way back in the day.
You know, that's how I got into RPGs, interestingly enough, was as
A free game?
As a small child. I wanted a Nintendo Power subscription, and I got Dragon Warrior, and I played Dragon Warrior for a couple of hours, realized it was grindy, it was really slow, and my 7-year-old attention span couldn't handle it.
And then you got out of the starting area, right?
And then I moved on to Final Fantasy.
Okay. Oh, I figured you got away from the castle after that 3 hours. You're not supposed to go jumping into the broken glass, damn.
It seemed like such a good idea at the time.
Oh.
Nope.
Trying to grind that level.
No,
It's very close.
Walking up some hit points here.
Just going up, teasing the Dragon Lord, like, I'm going to kill, Nope.
Right, finds a green dragon.
Green dragons are good. I don't know why they're not farming on the Axe Knight. They,
well, before I think they were walking to get back hit points just because they were only on 2 herbs. They don't want to burn more heal mores.
88 health. You're not going to get back that much.
If you get back up to 88.
Yeah, but that's like 3 steps.
It's actually like 88 steps. I mean,
well, no, it can't. It better not be more than 87, or you're dead. So yeah, I think no matter what, Sylva's gonna go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But finds a Star Wyvern on the off step, which I'm sure they're fine with. It's 105 experience points.
Yeah, but the Jerkbird went first.
Jerkbird always goes first. That's why it's Jerkbird.
I have learned, okay, as a speedrunner, that anything with wings is a Jerkbird.
Yeah, no, literally anything with wings is a Jerkbird.
I don't care if it's a moth, a bee, a dragon, a fly, a bird. It's all a Jerkbird.
Yeah, no, the Jerkbird genus is gigantic. And it doesn't matter if you're doing, like turn-based RPGs, action RPGs, you're doing real-time combat RPGs, all birds are jerks.
Bees are jerks too, because they're birds.
They're birds. They're also birds.
They have wings, therefore they are birds, therefore they are jerkbirds.
Butterflies are also jerks.
It's the math equals.
Here we go, level 18.
18 and
2 strength, 2 hit points, 8 hit points.
We could do that.
We could do this.
8 health. We could do that. Come on, guys, give them some love up there. Let's do this.
Exactly 96 hit points.
So no, don't pull a Spark over. Let's do this. Oh wait, she can hear us now. Hi, Spark.
All right, 1 herb. All right, that's hurt.
Much love.
Sylverfyre just going in at this point in time, knowing that they have more heal mores than
yeah,
they
there's
absolutely
so
need.
much
They're gonna burn
healing.
one right here, like.
Or heal mores.
Yeah, they're gonna burn 1 heal more here. They still have 12 in the tank right now. So
yeah.
they're
Let's
none
just
too
hope
worried.
we don't get the back attack.
They have like 190 agility. There's no way the Dragon Lord's gonna get a back attack here.
Yes, they will.
It absolutely is not gonna happen.
It won't. Yeah. Okay, good. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Come on.
Okay, I've seen it too much in my life to be afraid of the... How does a Dragon Lord back attack you? You watch him turn into a giant dragon in front of your eyes.
I mean, you're just so freaked out that he just swoops down and just, just gets in there right away, just hits you with the wing as he's emerging.
I can understand it the first version because he like whacks you with a cane when you're not looking, but you're just watching the guy you pummeled in front of you turn into this big giant dragon, and then he like stomps on you before you realize what's happening. Oh yeah, this is a pretty easy fight, isn't it?
Yeah, this is pretty straightforward, honestly. I mean, again, hitting for 24, 25. Again, we only need like 8 swings, and
can you ever imagine Dan hitting for this much?
Hitting the floor for that much, maybe.
Imagine if Dan could hit like this. We would stop making fun of him.
Yeah, then we probably have to kill Bill. Or Ace.
Or Ace. I don't like that Ace. I've never been an Ace fan.
All right, so Sylverfyre is just hits, wailing away on the Dragon Lord here.
This is a pretty free fight as long as there is no mistakes, with lots of magic left over. And there it is.
There we go.
Awesome. One quick trip back to the castle without thy princess in thine arms.
Thine princess
to rule thy kingdom with.
Thine princess is in another swamp cave.
You may. Poor princess. Didn't even give her a chance. Okay, and the final GG is coming up right now. GG.
Congratulations to both of our runners for a fantastic run today.
Congratulations to Sparkover and Sylverfyre for the first ever in the middle of marathon on stream randomizer race, not in the practice room.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go and play randomizer in the practice room in a few minutes.
But yeah, so this is Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Well, the camera's a little off. Here we go. Say hi. Jump up to the edge of our chair so everyone can see us.
Yeah. Oh, God, the camera's on. But yeah, in all seriousness,
we weren't expecting that one.
I mean, yeah. I see Keishore is running over to hug RPG Chick. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hugging in just a minute.
Oh, yeah. But yes, that is Dragon Warrior Randomizer, the first randomizer race of this week. We have one more coming up later in the week.
Yep, and again, the first one in RPG Limit Break history, and I think it was a good one.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of bad health, a lot of noodle arms, and really good leg day.
An extremely good leg day, and I really, again, just thanks to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community, fantastic bunch, of course. I know you helped run that community, so everybody should come out, join the Dragon Warrior community, and thank you all so much. And we will turn it back over to the hosting station at this point.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that awesome run and that fantastic commentary. So I've been the RPG Chick, and that's going to do it for my hosting shift right now. We're going to play a short Twitch ad for y'all as we get ready for the next run.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RPG Limit Break. My name is Margaret Ann, and I will be hosting the next game, which is Shentalk's run of Magic Knight Rare. This will be an any percent no Paleaser skip, and should be pretty fun. We also had met our challenge for this run, which is the second Caldina fight. So that was met. Thank you all for that. Should be fun. RPG Limit Break 2019 proudly supports the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI. To get involved in the fight against mental illness and the stigmas it can bring, reach out to NAMI via their state organizations or on Facebook, where they can be found as NAMI, on Instagram and Twitter as @NAMICommunicate, or check out their Tumblr blog, notalone.nami.org. It's not weakness to need help. Reach out if you think you need help. We do have a prize for the Magic Knight Rareth run. It is a Magic Knight Rareth Foo figurine. If you donate $10 during this run, you will be in the running to get that figurine. As well as our Nintendo Switch and RPG bundle, which is $100 cumulative over the course of the entire RPG Limit Break, if you have donated that much. So if you want either of those prizes, you can donate and try for those. They should be pretty cool. And the Magic Knight Rareth run does not have any bid wars going, and we met that challenge. But the run after it, the Earthbound run, is still going on for Name the Kids and Name the Player. So either of those or any of the other donation bid war incentives, feel free. Vote with your dollars. We also want to take a moment to send out our thanks to the people involved in our foreign language restreams. Our French restream at twitch.tv/lefrenchrestream, our German restream at twitch.tv/germenschrestream, and our Japanese stream, twitch.tv/Japanese_restream. If those restreams can help you enjoy the marathon, go check them out and send them some love. We do. We've had an anonymous $50 donation come in with no comment. Thank you for that. And we also had an anonymous $10 donation. And I The first part is in French, so I apologize for my pronunciation. Go rocher, encore un qui est sautot. Go the rock, another one who carries.